Ladies and gentlemen, park your Lambos and prepare to collect more pesos. Unprofessional Breakdown is back with more fact-based fight picks. This time, we're using quadrilateral angles and a compass. Without further ado, here we go. Starting off this fire card is the arrival of a new Unprofessional Breakdown mythical fighter. In the past, when a change of pronouns was deemed necessary, Michael Bisping will be represented by Ronda Rousey, but something in my algorithms is telling me this is not her. Who is this mythical fighter? Miesha Tate? Kat Zingano, you sly devil. Now you know you can't do that, Kat. You're still under contract with the Ops, but I ain't no snitch. I'm going with Kat Zingano. Next fight. Long anticipated matchup between these two guys. Mexico's Victor Altamirano versus Vinicius Salvador. Mexico is so in right now, so I'm just going to go with Victor. Next fight. Manuel Torres versus Trey Samurai Ghost Ogden. Two very cool nicknames. But then you got greedy and decided to put them together. Have you ever had a pizza cake tray? It's disgusting. I'm going with Torres. Next fight. CJ Bergara versus Daniel da Silva. I feel very torn and conflicted picking between these two guys. I've known both these fighters for over 15 seconds now, but hey, if unprofessionally breaking down fights was easy, everybody would do it. So I'm going with CJ. Next fight. Trevin Problem Jowls versus Preston Pressure Parsons, PPP, Paycheck Protection Program. Trevin Jowls' initials is TPG, which stands for... That's correct, the Powerpuff Girls. Unfortunately for Trevin, we're not here to fight crime. We're here to protect two paychecks. I'm going with Parsons. Next fight. Steven Ocho Peterson. That's a yellow flag on that nickname, Steven. Super's right there. You already have the tattoos. Steven Ocho Peterson versus Lucas Lion Alexander. Now that's an algebraic nickname. As a fellow super living here in America, I don't appreciate Steven appropriating my culture. I'm going with Lucas. Next fight. Daniel Pitbull Pineda versus my fellow Maryland Denise fighter, Tucker Top Gun Lutz. As a Melodrandrian, I appreciate the representation, so I'm going with Tucker. Next fight. My fellow Contenderian fighter, Alex Perez versus my fellow Africanese fighter, Mano Kape. Another tough decision. Battle of the heart. I don't think you guys appreciate the hard work that goes into making these picks. Sitting at my computer, turning it on, unlocking my phone, going to UFC.com, and then systematically dissecting the social nuances. I'm going with Kape. Next fight. My fellow Nigerian, I am feeling very, very seen on this card. My fellow Nigerian fighter, Chidi Bang Bang Andrew Kawani versus Albert Duraev. And no, this is not your Romero with vitiligo. This is just a regular Russian man. Look at the last name. Only 3 consonants, meaning our fellow Nigerian fighter has a very solid chance. I'm going with Chidi. Next fight. Relationship expert Andrea KGB Lee versus Macy the future Barber. Andrea Lee is actually one of my favorite females on the roster, but something tells me if and when we finally meet, she would not give me a trigger warning if her microaggression does not protect my safe space, so I am going with Macy. Next fight. I was tricked last week into breaking down a fight that did not exist. I will not let it happen again. This trolling thing only works one way, UFC.com. Next fight. Holly, the preacher's daughter Holm versus Yana Santos, formerly known as Yana Kutsenkaya. Kutsenkaya is a Russian last name with 6 consonants, which has now been dropped down to 4 for Santos, meaning her wrestling will take a very big hit. But Santos is a Brazilian name, so her guard will be that much more deadly. Very clever strategy. Not clever enough since Holly Holm does not tackle or grapple. I'm going with Holly Holm. Next fight. Here we are at our main event. Marlon Chito Vera versus Cory Sandhagen. After seconds of going through Cory's social media, I found a few facts. He likes his dogs, reads books, likes coffee, and goes hiking. By all account, regular white guy behavior. Nothing in our system could explain why he is such a great fighter. So for the first time in Unprofessional Breakdown history, we are forced to pull out our emergency versatile intellect battle evaluation system, also known as VIBES. I'm going with Cory, and that's it. UFC Fight Night, Vera versus Sandhagen at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Good luck with your picks.